In motion right is Smith. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Hurts. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. You talk about this Bengals defense. Well, they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And this will be incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. The Bengal pressure gets him that time, down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Charlie Jones deep for Cincinnati. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. The Bengals at 3-4 on the year coming into play. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow looking to pass. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
6-0 our score after 1. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And they'll try and run for it with Gainwell. And he is going to lose yardage here. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
On 2.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Here we go.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Ready? Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Swings this out for Hunt. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the...
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. There are times to run that fake, and there are times to not run it, and this, without question, would fall in the latter category.
Well, I don't know about without question, partner. I think we should look at the analytics on this one because, oh, yeah, the analytics say, yeah, without question. You should have gone ahead and punted the football because now, not only did you not get it, and you really had no chance to, what a short field that you turned the ball over to the other offense.
Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd down and 4. Straight ahead, it's Gainwell. Down right around the 25. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, it's Gainwell. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. Fourth down. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
63. Hey, easy, 63, pass.
Here's Hurts to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. That was a pretty good job by the defense, I thought, right? I mean, they had to go to their check down, but still were able to get it done for the first.
Agreed. Anytime you can force him to come back to a receiver that's a little bit shorter in the route, you've done your job on defense, but still, they pick up the first down and get a fresh set.
Huge 4th down conversion. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
73.
Throwing is Hurts. That's complete right around the 8. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Kenneth Gainwell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to add on to that lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here we go.
Now Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Moss. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. Now it's Burrow. And that is caught. He's gone for a Bengal touchdown. Zach Moss there to make the grab. And the Bengals get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, you have to change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, and now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Burrow will throw. Touchdown! T. Higgins as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead into the locker room. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line. Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Eagles 13.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. On the return is Charlie Jones. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Bengals drive about to get going. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this 3rd quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
First down, they stay with Moss on the ground. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes at that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Gun. Dot. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. Dot.
Here's a handoff to Hunt running left. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 7.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. Flushed out right. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big play there on the catch and run. 31 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
He'll swing this out to Moss. Touchdown, Bengals. Zach Moss, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. From the gun, it's Hurts. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. They run behind center with Gainwell. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Eagles. Kenneth Gainwell, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have cut the lead back down to 2.
That is today's NFL, isn't it? If you're going to be a running back in this league, you've got to be complete to stay on the field, at least for those 3 downs we talk about. Got to be able to catch it, which he's doing quite well in this one. 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, a little unconventional. He hasn't been able to cross the goal line as a runner, but as you say, twice as a receiver. It's caught at the 1, and he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Now Jones. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard
On 1, ready?
line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain, or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Here's Burrow. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Cincinnati. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Now a 2nd and 10.
Let's get set.
Now back to throw. He's got Higgins over the middle. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some.
Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Kenneth Gainwell with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out there?
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for him. A nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
Elliott good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's Higgins out of the right side. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Another big play in a game that's had plenty of them. 4th and 2.
11.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
Here we go.
Throwing, Burrow. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And 2 big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Zach Moss, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for two here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Setting up the screen with Gainwell.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Hurts to throw. Pass complete. Goddard.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Here comes 2nd down.
63, 63, pass.
Throwing is Hurts.
This is Smith with the ground. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 32-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
From the gun, here's a run by Gainwell.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. And they'll stay on the ground with Gainwell again.
Oh, a heck of a move. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
Here's 1st and goal.
He'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball in the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
Set. Go Silver, right? Hey, 73, 73. Yo, sir.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is caught. And we have free football. Overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Here's Rodgers to return. And able to get this out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Gainwell gets it on the option.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Campbell making the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Back to throw.
And that'll be dumped off to Gainwell.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down.
Looking to throw.
Here's a screen with Gainwell.
Overtime with less than 2 minutes to play, and we are still all tied. They'll look to throw again.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, and they pick it up rather easily. A gain of 9 on 4th and 2. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he is in for the score! And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. So it's the Eagles who get the win here. And the guy who really led the way was their quarterback, CD, and that's Jalen Hurts.